Welcome back everyone to another beer review. Before we get going on this one and I tell you what's coming up, just quickly to let you know, new keg was released on the Perfect Draft today. A Dark Art Surreal Stout from Magic Rock. So I managed to get an order in for that. They were doing a bundle with, you buy that and the High Wire Grapefruit. So I haven't done that. So I thought I'll pick the two up, and what they were doing were you were getting some beer mats, a Magic Rock poster and a Magic Rock branded glass. So I picked them up. So I've got two new kegs to review. It's the first stout actually out on the Perfect Draft, so that's going to be quite interesting to try that. So that should be arriving, I think, by the 4th of December. So next week, I think that'll be turning up before then. So at some point, I've got loads to do, unfortunately, but I will get round to doing that at some point. And I just thought I'd pick up a beer that I think was recently released from Salopian, and it's from their Black Label range, and it's a bottle of their Caligo, 5.3%. This is a stout, so I was quite interested to do that. And just quickly, a bit of information for you. A lot of this, everyone's saying like support local, do this, that and the other. Well, I picked this up from a local pub that's doing takeouts and that. And Salopian are local, really, with 25 mile away. So they're pretty much a local brewery to me, just outside of Shrewsbury. So I've got about 6 of their beers. So I'm thinking maybe next week, what I might do is actually do sort of like a support local sort of week of beer review. So I've got quite a few of theirs. I've only actually got one other that's very local to me. Stonehouse Brewery, there from Oswald Street. So I may bang that review out, get that one done, but ultimately probably spend most of the week doing this with a lot of their new brews. There's IPAs, wheat beers, bitter. There's this stout. So there's going to be a lot of different ones I can do. So that'll be something coming up next week. I think I'll make a point of doing them. So yeah, that's a little bit of information. Anyway, 2 minutes 20. Let's get on with the beer review. Coming up next is a beer from the Perfect Draft. Was out last year, but they actually stopped it as well. I think sort of like about September time last year they sort of stopped it, but before then it was out. And I remember having it, and for me at the time, I thought it was the best beer on the Perfect Draft. And also I got a mate to try it who's predominantly a lager drinker. This is a totally different style of beer, and he actually thought it was the best beer he'd had on Perfect Draft and probably one of his favourite beers. And the beer in question was then re-released as a seasonal thing, so I managed to get 3 kegs of it, and it's Franziskaner Royal. This is a wheat beer, a bit darker, a bit heavier, and 6% in alcohol. So any second now I'm going to shoot over to there and actually have the first try of it since it's been re-released. So I'll do a video of the pour, and then we'll come back and we'll take the review from there. So back in a tick, guys. So, welcome back. As you saw from the pour, it was the first pour from the tap. I hadn't even let any wet the line or nothing. So first pour, big head on it. Unfortunately, at this very moment in time, I've got some very I got some 250ml Weizen glasses, but all my big ones, Franziskaner's I managed to break, which is really disappointing. So I'll let you into a little secret. I know that I've got a couple of pint weissbier glasses coming for Christmas, so at least I can get to use them then. So anyway, back to this. So yeah, I've let it settle a bit. I've had to take a little bit off just so we can get like a decent drink on it, decent pour. Yeah, this used to be out last year. One of my favourite beers at the time. Absolutely love it. Really drinkable. Price has gone up since. It was £30 last year. I think they were charging for it 30 quid for a keg. When it was re-released, I think it's £34.50. What was it, 34.50 I think it was anyway. So It's out of stock now, so I'm guessing that's the last of it, but thankfully that's the start of this keg. 2 other kegs sitting there. So, waffled on for so long now, we'll get on with the beer review. So yeah, you've got the price and everything. Don't forget 15% discount if you get the full discount, plus there's £5 deposit, so you're looking, again, you're looking, it's working roughly about £10-11 off a keg, so that would come in probably about £24.50 for the keg with all your discounts and your keg returns. So not bad for a 6% beer really, and 6 litres of it. So without further ado, let's crack on with it. So beer in a glass, a lovely burnt orange hazy beer. It's so hazy I can't even see any carbonation. Can't even see any carbonation coming up. It's so hazy. I'm trying to see it. I know there will be plenty of carbonation in there, but I can't see it. So there we go. Like I say, burnt orange, hazy as hell, a good finger of creamy head, but I mean, you're probably going to get a good 3-finger head pouring a beer like that into a glass like this. So looks really good. Looks as you'd expect. The normal Franziskaner is really good. I do like that one. So let's dive in on the Royal, see what we get on the nose. Oh, again, huge banana. It's like the Franziskaner, but this is like a huge banana milkshake smell to it. Clovey, coriander. It smells rich, it smells indulgent. It smells gorgeous, smells gorgeous. So let's dive in. Cheers everyone. If you're having a cheeky one, enjoy it. Oh, absolutely banging. Absolutely banging. And as good as I remember. Lovely body to it. Bit thicker, bit heavier. Smooth as you like. Carbonation in the beer, there is, don't get me wrong, but you hardly feel it. Oh, it's lovely. Absolutely beautiful to drink. Taste wise. Big huge hit of banana sort of in there. Big clovey, coriander feel to it. It's like, for me, it's like a normal weissbier, but for me on steroids. It's got that bit of extra flavour. It's just like they've just pumped it up. It really is. What a cracking beer. So drinkable. Seriously drinkable. And 6% is absolutely nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. It's got a slight stickiness for me in the mouth. Not big, but just a slight stickiness, not off-putting or overpowering or. And there's also, I think, certainly from the first pint, and I'll say now that sometimes the beers seem to change as you get further down, but certainly from this first pint, there's almost like a toffee and caramel sort of twang to it. So you think toffee, caramel, banana. It's just, excuse me, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I mean, for me, now it's a shame they stopped doing it, because they obviously weren't selling enough, which surprises me, because there were so many people disappointed when you couldn't get hold of it. But for me, this drink is worth getting a perfect draft for that alone. Maybe they'll bring it back regular, I don't know, but for me, Franziskaner Royal is a belter, and from this glass it's still in there. It's probably in my top 3 of favourite beers on it. If you know, it's a belter, so I love it. That's what I think. If you've had it on the Perfect Draft before, let me know what you think. If you're thinking if it does become available and you think of getting it, pick one up. If you like the normal Franziskaner, you will love this. And if you haven't got a Perfect Draft, no doubt somewhere you can get hold of this in a bottle. So that's it for this beer review. Thanks for watching. Highly recommended that beer. If you want notifications of my next videos, ones that have just come out, there'll be a bell somewhere there probably. Give it a ding dong and you'll be notified when I've released a new video. So don't forget, All the Beer No Idea on YouTube, All the Beer No Idea on Facebook, All the Beer No Idea 1 on Twitter and Instagram. And that's it for this beer review. So thanks for watching. Sorry it's been a long one, but there was a bit of info in there. And I'll see you all again on another beer review very soon. Cheers.